Yeah, it's gonna be sweet.
Heck yeah.
Let me change her. Get the video up here. Need a tweet also. There we go. Oops.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I am gonna get in there!
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Alright. Oh, it's Shaco. Okay. Hey, what's up, Lucas? Okay. Well, it's still an AP, so that's
laugh as I throw it away.
it's already good. Zerath middle. Probably Red Cane.
So you're off, eh?
Minions have spawned.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm going Ludens this game.
Nice. Back to Summoner's Rift. What were you? Were you not playing before? Back to Summoner's Rift now.
They will see my dance. Then they will know magic's joy.
Oh, for anyone watching, I did, I was telling Jason, I did get a bot banned on World of Warcraft. So people who are just like, they never ban bots, you know, type of stuff. They banned this thing in probably like 3 or 4 days. I'd only report it, but it was a bot that was just like destroying the fishing market that I think I'd mentioned before on here. It was dropping like thousands and thousands of Nightfin on the market.
I will make them dance. I will make them hear.
Blizzard did take action against that. So it doesn't get every bot immediately, but it probably gets a pretty good chunk of things if it's really obviously a bot. It's kind of like in League, you know. They say nobody ever bans the enters or whatever. It's like, they do. A lot of the time. They just don't get everyone immediately. Right? They have to build up evidence and stuff like that. But this was really obvious. Like, I saw it running around in town. Like, it was such a bad bot. It couldn't even get the pathing right. I was trying to walk over to the auctioneer, and it was, like, choppy. It'd take it, like, 10 seconds to get there. Just the movement itself was so obvious it was a bot.
I feel good.
Those boxes on Shaco are actually pretty annoying for Rakan to deal with. Because they stop you mid-jump. Just like... It counts as a displacement. Did I sell my soul when you agreed to terms and conditions of what league? I don't know. I mean, it's just a competitive game. That's all they say.
What humans call magic, we call life.
That's just the nature of competitive games, though, I think. Like, they're not always going to be super feels good, you know? Like,
Remember my name.
oh, she missed.
An ally has been slain.
They're backing.
I'm just trying to rid them up.
Jhin has the highest win rate as ADC. Really? What region in rank? At 51.8? Surely Jinx is higher than that.
Time to go to work. Zaya.
Okay,
Hey.
what, Kane's about to gank? Is that what this is?
I hate it.
I thought Jinx was at like 52 or 53. Jin's good right now. I think Jin's tier 1, but I'd just be surprised if that was the highest rank win rate ADC. It had like 2% or more play rate. Oh, you tried Apex Legends? Yeah. I mean, I've never played it.
It's magic that's wild. I'm just here for the party.
It's like one of the biggest. Oh, in silver? Yeah. That might be the case. I haven't looked at silver.
I think Zaya told me to improvise. At least, that's the only part of the plan I remember.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's Jinx is kind of tricky to position with.
I don't want a world that's safe.
Nice. Terrible wave management. It's gonna be like right where we wanted, I think. We might lose that cannon.
Why is it taking so long to get back?
Yeah,
to
we lost the
action?
cannon, but we're gonna have a huge stack. What's up, Mavorin? Good to see you, friend. Yeah, sorry I missed last night, guys. I was so tired. I just fell asleep, and I was just too far behind with a lot of real life stuff and end of the semester teaching stuff. I just could not stay awake. I think I even tweeted. I got up and I was like tweeted that I was gonna come stream at like 1 or 1:30, and then I just fell back asleep and woke up at like 7.
I can't die like that.
Hopefully I can get my
An ally has been slain.
get my schedule back. Got some really good news from the department too, which is wow. I'm gonna say I got some really good news from the department too. They ended up giving me
Step up again, I'll slap you down. Without wild magic, we have no children. We have no future.
blast cone over.
I need to get it.
Had to wait on him to use his shot, his 4th shot. But yeah, the department gave me 4 classes and a 25% raise, so that was good. Usually,
Holy cow.
yeah, usually they're only supposed to give me
Good.
2, as a part-timer, but they gave me 4, so
I got freedom.
with a big raise.
I got
Yeah, we have this almost union-like
That's who I am.
presence with the non-tenure track. It's not like an official union, but it's like a group of them go around and just advocate for more stuff for the lecturers,
Running. Yeah. I should probably be running.
which they should. So now,
An ally has been slain.
so now that's coming. It's approaching closer to high school. Still not that close. It's still like significantly lower than like a high school teacher, but it's getting closer. So. In my class, they go in person. There are most of the classes were online this last semester. Beard's looking dope. Hey, thanks, man. I'll probably shave it at some point for some spring family pictures, but
human.
Well, I hope so. I mean, maybe that went into their calculations. Maybe not. I don't know. God, the box. But yeah, hopefully that came into those calculations where I was teaching in person when everyone else was too scared to do it. That's a big part of why I did it. I also, I mean, to be honest, I just prefer to do it in person. So part of it was political, but like political in the university sense, not in like the, you know, Democrat-Republican sense, but...
I am definitely more confident in dangerous situations.
An enemy has been slain.
Peekaboo.
But yeah, that was nice. Vagar support. Oh, hey, what's up, man? What do I think of Vagar support? I think it's okay situationally, especially at, like, gold minus. I think it can work. If you're against a bunch of melees and they can't dash and get through the cage, then I think it can be pretty good. Vagar does have a lot of free power in his kit. He gets a lot of free ability power. Okay, I've almost got ult. So that does help out. I mean, as with most AP supports, the big problem is just your items are too expensive. But Vagar does get free AP, and he does get a nice stun if you use the box well. I don't know about tank Vagar support. I don't know if I would go tank Vagar support. I would probably just go AP Vagar support. It's gonna be boxes in this push, probably. Okay, he's gonna roll up on her probably. Over the... Shit, I could have had him right there, I think. The Guardian shield just ruined it. He saw the shield on her. I didn't think she was close enough for the shield.
An ally has been slain.
Well, I guess he went up there. My bad. I thought he was just coming back down here.
Is my cloak right? Yes, it is. I was worried there for a second. The world isn't about collecting stuff. It's
An
about...
ally
Yeah, I could have had that gen when he stepped up for that one minion.
Your kind started this. We... I got to stop.
I don't know why she's pushing up so much. Like, we know he's there.
I am so into this. What is this?
I'm just backing up. Tank one? It depends on what you mean by tank Vagar. It would depend on the team comp. I would say it's much more situational.
Time to get it started.
Like, what are the tank items you want on him? I mean, his base stats just aren't that high. Like, yeah, I get it, you get free damage with him, but, we've tried Azir bot. I mean, Azir kind of needs levels. For, like, his Sand Soldiers, a lot of their damage is based on your level, so... You really kind of want him mid. Although, I mean, he does have high sustained damage for bottom, but I think you mostly just want him mid.
really want me.
Yeah.
They ain't seen moves like mine.
I think I can get away. I might run into Red Cane here. She's just dead.
Zeros missing.
Red Cane is coming over. He's just checking out the jungle, I guess.
Humans talk about trees. We talk about lies.
I don't have ult. Saw the Veigar, which Veigar support video? Like Rav or something? Oh god.
And that's why I love it. Okay, Rakan. Come on. Burn 'em.
Shaco's just everywhere. So annoying.
Oh, how a tank Veigar got to master. I mean, there's always like that one guy, you know, who can get to a high elo with something that's suboptimal. I don't know. I'll have to watch it and see. It just kind of depends on the situation, but I mean, it could work. He's got a really big stun.
I need to get a Banshees.
They're gonna try and test me?
Yeah, that could work. How are we behind in farm? Jhin hasn't even been in this lane half the time.
If it don't get out of control, it ain't smart.
Dude, what the fuck is that damage? Sarah did so much damage.
Let's see what these animals can do. Magic is supposed to be scary. Love is supposed to hurt.
Really?
Ecstasy needs a little
No fucking way! Are you kidding me? Dude. Xerath hit me with 1 Q for 400 damage. It's like a third of my health. Shaco's Shiv. How much is that? Shaco's Shiv did 450 damage. He doesn't even have a completed item. Like, what the hell's going on? I have a magic resist rune. How does 1 Shiv do 450 damage?
They want us in cages. We refuse.
An ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed. Nice try. An enemy has been slain.
No way!
Don't want to move.
Dude, what the fuck is going on? How is this Sivir getting worked so hard? I set that up perfectly.
An ally has been slain.
God.
They stay.
I cannot believe we lost that. I mean, Shaco, like, some of the damage was from, like, his runes and items and whatever, but still, it was, like, a lot of damage. There's no way they're actually doing Baron, right? No.
If you look at things the right way, it's awesome.
Shaco might be flanking us. Yeah, he is. Again, 450 damage with no box.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Hmm.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret.
The universe loves me. Ladies and gentlemen,
Man, that OP Morgana jungle's crushing it this game. I don't have ult for a moment here. Am I gonna burn out? No. I'm just too low. I got back.
I'm gonna burn this place down. Then help them build it back up. So I can burn it.
That was awkward. Silver, please don't give him free kills.
Has been slain.
If you weren't a little frightened,
Mortality is truly have been slain.
What is killing me? The fuck is going on?
Your turret has been destroyed.
I had a black shield on me. I guess it was Ignite? Dude, this Shaco has just like punked me like 3 times this game. When I'm like out, there's like one last little tick of damage.
He's punked me like twice.
gotta get myself hyped. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. Woo! All right.
No
They have
fucking
a-
way. Holy shit. God, this team is not fun to go against.
Don't take a lot of
Fucking
words.
Xerath and Shaco.
Shut down.
I will walk in. I will.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happened. It was Ignite plus 1 ranged minion auto attack. But, God, it's just like so troll. Because I even had Black Shield on me to stop the the Leandre's damage and any like Dark Harvest damage.
Cloak it. I mean, serious. Rude.
Shaco's right there.
Yeah,
This trap.
Ooh.
I can't get him because that trap. Oh, is she binding?
Another dangerous situation.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna get Xerath.
He ulted already.
Okay. And he still has like a 2-second cooldown on every ability.
Yeah.
Spamming his garbage. I probably got it back. And I really thought someone's going to follow up on that. Shake, I guess he's too far away.
I tried.
Yeah. Xerath's kind of cutting people off.
They're scared of darkness. They're scared of magic. They are scared.
I don't have that thing. Saber should have hers though. Dude, why is Saber so worthless? Like, God bless. I mean, she didn't have her Q or something? I don't know. This build just seems... I don't know. I see a lot of people doing it. The double lift was making fun of the lethality build, and I tend to agree. Yeah, but Jhin was at 50% health. Like, just throw a Q. I guess it was on cooldown or something, but... I even ignited him.
They think they can catch me.
I mean, she's got 2 items, though, right? Like, yeah, she's down in kills or whatever, but... I think Jhin was just sitting on like 3,000 gold because they basically have the same items. If you look at their items, he's up like 1 BF sword or something,
Let's call it battle.
which is significant, but is it that significant? I guess so.
The humans
She
will
just, it's
never
just like she didn't touch him though when I went in. Like, that's the thing. I don't know if she had her ult or not, but... I mean, basically, I spotted her 1,000 damage on him.
I've been kicked around since I was born. It's all right.
They're probably
It's
thinking,
okay.
well,
She just had to do 600 damage, and he had to do like 1,500. Something like that.
Move.
Rampage.
How did that second one even hit me? Yeah, it's a sad day. I mean, she didn't even need attack speed though, right? She just needed like 1 auto attack.
Shut down.
It should have been like a 2-second fight. That's what I'm saying. The lethality build should have worked there. It's literally just like Q him and auto attack him.
An ally has been slain.
Ah, I'm G to the D. Golden
Enemy
diamonds, boy.
killing spree.
Woo! There's wildness in the music.
Yeah, I know what happened. It was just like, it's just been a whole bunch of unfortunate stuff going on in this game. Just like exact C's on damage every time. Just some kind of bullshit interaction. I don't know. It's been a rough game.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
I can't wait to see what happens.
like 4 people. This team just doesn't do anything. I don't know. I don't understand how Morg Jungle, honestly, has more than a 50% win rate. Like, I've seen it. It's annoying to go against, but it feels like every time on some my team, it just literally does nothing. Her KDA's not bad. It just feels like she doesn't do anything. I mean, it's not all her fault, obviously. It's like the Sivir feels pretty worthless too. But I just feel like if we had more flanking and CC and ganking, like if we had a Rammus or something in that game, I feel like it would have been very different. Just something that could actually get around and flank the Xerath and the Jhin. I don't know. It is what it is. There are obviously a few plays where I could have played it better. I'm just always unlucky with her on my team, I guess. Hashtag unlucky. I don't know. Guess maybe I just underestimate what she does, but that's always been my thing with Morg. Is it's just, it feels like a win more champion a lot of the time. Like, if someone's really far ahead and you can put the black shield on them, yes, she seems extremely strong, but it feels like it's really hard for her to get you in a position to win. Because, like, she just doesn't, like, her ganks are, I don't know. Maybe she's just not that good. Or, like, not that, whatever. It feels like there's a lot of counterplay to her Q, at least. But yeah, I mean, she's really good. Like, the Black Shield is very good against certain champions and team comps, especially if you can put it on a hyper carry, but oh, I need to release. I still have that video sort of previewing for next patch. I guess I'll just release it tomorrow. What's up, Nurasaki? I don't know. I just don't like those types of champs unless they're support. But, I mean, if someone's really good on it, I don't know. It could be okay. I think it's great. I love it. I mean, it is going to be rough on shamans. Oh, by the way, I got that bot banned also. The Nightfin bot that I talked about earlier that was just like crashing the Nightfin market. It's dropping like 2,000 or 3,000 Nightfins. I know you really like to farm it, and I know that I mean, I like to farm it late night too. There are a bunch of people. It's like it's a pretty good fish if you just kind of, you know, want to AFK and talk with the chat or whatever, just hang out in the guild, so that's good. But okay, we'll wait 1 second here. Yeah, I think it's great. So 2 weeks is a little rough on shamans. 2 weeks is a little rough on shamans, but I think it can be done. I mean, if you kind of, they are changing the experience, so they are oh, it got down lower than that. It got down to like, yeah, it was like almost 50 silver at one point. I went ahead and bought some of yours when you didn't have a lot on the market the other day, and I bought out everybody at a certain point and reset it to 99 cents. Yeah, I guess it was 120 a little while ago. I think it's generally like in the 90 to 90 silver to 1 gold range when the bot's not crashing the market, but anyways, it should hopefully go back up a little bit once people buy out the current stock. But yeah, that's what I was gonna say, is probably dungeon boost. But they are changing they're lowering the amount that you need to go from level 30 to 60, the amount of XP, significantly. I think it's by like a third or something. So the leveling XP is faster. You get your mount at 30. There's gonna be a lot of people running like stuff around the same time, probably. So you should have more people to dungeon with. In this day and age, people that are re-rolling shamans and stuff like that are probably gonna already have characters. So you're gonna have, like you said, you can actually buy boosts, or you'll have guilds or other guildies or something that will run with you potentially. You'll probably be able to get like gold to get items, and there's just a lot more kind of known about the game in terms of how like efficient pathing, and I think there are extra quests and stuff too that come in with Burning Crusade. So yeah, I think you could probably get it done in 2 weeks. So yeah, and then you'll have the paladins. I think it'll be a lot easier for boosting on paladins too, through certain dungeons. So I think it can be done. So it is a little rough on shamans, but I think overall it's good. I would try to. I mean, someone theorized that they didn't want to interfere with the release, like the Shadowlands patch or whatever that is supposedly coming out in like August, maybe July or August. So I think it's smart from kind of a bigger strategic standpoint. But I like it. I think because as someone who wants to, you know, boost up a druid, night elf druid, I think that's a really good timing for me. That'll give me 2 weeks just to run some so I think for anyone that's not doing shaman stuff, that's coming back to the game, and you can boost in the pre-patch, I think that's a good amount of time to, you know, do some of the old world dungeons, do some PvP, you know, get a couple of pieces of gear, and I think personally it's pretty good. Some people are saying they wanted it longer and stuff like that, but like once they start that process, people just want TBC already, right? Like pre-patch is cool, but once you start that chain reaction, people just want it. So I wouldn't make them wait too long. Okay, we'll stay in the queue on this one. That was obviously someone just missed the lock-in. They can solo ZF. What are ZF graves? Oh, where you walk over the graves. Oh yeah, it doesn't let you post links. You can put it in the Discord if you want. But I like it. I mean, I can understand how it can be frustrating for shamans, of course. Anyone that wants to roll shaman, I mean, we'll help you out. I might be able to toss you some gold or something. I think some people would be able to do some, you know, AoE grinding. And there'll probably be some other people that are leveling up stuff too, you know, in the guild. We want Draenei in general as a race. Even if someone wants to roll something else, Draenei are very good because they add plus 1% hit. So that's a hard sell to get someone to start at 0 when they can boost, you know, if they want to roll a different class. But in general, like, Draenei are very good. Now, the shamans are going to be Draenei, so if we have 5 shamans, 1 for each group, it's not going to matter. You just need 1 Draenei per group, ideally. You don't necessarily need 1 in the healer group, but having at least 4 Draenei would be good. Just in general, because 1% hit's pretty big game if you're giving that to everybody. I think that's one of the major reasons why I think that's why Alliance is better PvE. A big reason is Draenei. The 1% hit's really huge. And then also humans with swords or like get a huge bonus as well to DPS. Now like orcs and trolls are pretty good, you know, on their classes too, but I think that Alliance has the edge in PvE rating stuff. Like orcs and trolls are pretty good, but I mean Horde probably has the edge PvP because of Will of the Forsaken, but oh shit, Lulu, fuck, I'm gonna dodge. Sorry, I'll get on the other account. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't notice that Lulu was banned. It's my bad. I'll just hop on the other account and invite you real quick.
Okay.
I should have just done Rakan. I was too busy talking. Like, who the hell bans Lulu? I didn't even notice she's banned. No, you definitely want a shaman for the healing group. You're right, but I'm just saying the 1% hit doesn't matter in the healing group. But yeah, I mean, you want a shaman. That's gonna be probably the most common because I think that's where they're best. Is yeah, I mean the healing is their best role, but the other roles are pretty good too. So sorry guys, I didn't mean to dodge that. I just didn't notice Lulu was banned. I was gonna pit Lulu with Trist. At least OP. At least can be pretty good. I think it's regular hit too. I think it's spell hit and physical. I could be wrong about that, but oh, does it depend on which race you have? I thought it was 1% for both. For all races. Okay, no, you're right. So it's 1% 1% hit for hunters, paladins, and warriors. 1% hit chance, and then the 1% for mages, priests, and shamans for spell hit. Okay. Yeah, so it's unlikely. I mean, we could have people that want to roll Draenei Hunter. But yeah, we're probably not going to get that. But that's all right. I mean, we don't have that much physical damage so far in our guild anyways, but the 1% spell hit's really big, especially for warlocks. Because Destro warlocks don't have any innate spell hit in their kit at all. And they scale extremely well with every other stat, with shadow, with damage and haste and crit. They just scale with everything, so, you know, being able to save them from having to itemize for that 1% hit's actually pretty big. Oh, I didn't realize they get shadow resistance too. That's actually pretty relevant on a couple of fights in Black Temple, I think, so. They have... I thought they had something too that like heals up your group for a little bit. Maybe it was just heals a single target for 15 seconds. Or I thought it like gave mana back or something when you activated it. Maybe I'm misremembering that, but... Yeah, I know some of the other classes don't need it, like, the hit as much, but of course they get fucking jungle, but that's probably alright if everyone else is good on what they have. I think my jungle, I can play jungle at low plat. Okay. I thought it was a mana regen though. Like, it wasn't very much, but maybe I'm confusing it with something else. I don't know. Either way, the 1% hit's nice. We'll probably only have shamans because it's going to be really frantic. But if anyone else wants to roll Draenei, you know, we could use some Draenei stuff other than shaman. But number one is shaman. We need shaman. We want 5 shamans if we can get them. Oh, I forgot I got all these, oh, that's pretty pimp looking, that yellow one. Water walking, and then just tenacity triumph. Yes, pre-patch is May 18th, and then the full TBC release is June 1st. Pre-patch will include, you can get, you can start leveling Draenei stuff. It has all the new talents. You will be able to boost a non-Draenei character. They have several, like, boost packages you can get, which we can talk about if you want, but basically a boosted character, I think, is $40. So you can boost 1 character per account. I don't like Caitlyn, but whatever, we'll just play it. Yeah, there is an XP. They're changing that. So in 2.4.3 or whatever, there's XP changes. So I think it's like 25 to 30% faster from level 30 to level 60. So getting to level, I forgot what the exact number was, but getting from level 30 to level 60 now is about the equivalent of getting from 30 to like 53 or something. So it's a little bit faster. There are new quests, new opening zone, and stuff like that. So there's a little bit of a, you know, new-ish experience.
Hey, maybe we'll get some dragons this game.
Yeah. That'd be weird.
Let's count our steps. 11,
I don't know. I think Dave will get it done. Well, you gotta remember, there are boosts too. Like, both paid boosts and as ally side, like, you can just fly through your 20s because you also get a mount at level 30 now, and it's cheaper. With one of the packages, one of the boost packages, you get a free mount. Oh, were you doing Shaman? I didn't remember you were going Shaman. I meant to say, I think Dave will probably be able to get it done. He's been pretty fast. Yeah, yeah. Paladins, the Paladins can help you out, like AoE clear dungeons and stuff. And, you know, once you guys get into the 50s and 60s and stuff like that, like, you know, there'll probably be bunches of groups of people running stuff. And, you know, we can hook you up, chip in a little gold and stuff to buy some items to help you out with that. Oh, I forgot I'm the actual jungler. Okay. The best start running back to lane. This jungle clear is so easy. I'm so pissed. I wish it was impossible. Let's go back to season 1. I wish there were like 2 viable junglers.
Before we can save the world, first we gotta see it.
Oh, I thought she'd stolen it for a second. I was like, what the Rory hell?
Sword, run through this.
Oh, that's cool.
Enough rope swag. Your unjust reign ends here.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
We do need restos. I think someone else was going Ellie. I mean, we could run 2 Ellies, but if you're up for it, yeah, resto, we really need that. I think there was one other person going resto as well, but having 2 restos is better than having 2 Ellies in a vacuum. But the most important thing is that you enjoy playing, you know, so that you know, if you want to raid, so that you're willing to have high attendance and stuff like that. You don't want people getting burned out or like not enjoying what they're doing, so. Oh, she's top. I'm not gonna get it, I don't think. Maybe if Shin's really dumb.
Let's shake out some snow.
There's no way I kill him though. I can maybe gank middle here.
Alright.
An enemy has been slain.
What?
Okay.
Get it? You're laughing on the inside.
Damn. Oh, he killed the Shin? Nice. Shin overstayed. Okay, well, you've got a good wave advantage there, so that's nice.
Yeah.
He's gonna lose out on some stuff.
If you could do anything, Willem, what would you do? Rash behind your ears? What kind of adventure?
An ally has been slain.
Don't hold back, Willem. They stole this nest from those rakes we talked to. Maybe now the rakes can come home. I want some. Humans are your greatest heroes on our way.
I should probably back, but I'll just go ahead and maybe run one more clear here. I'll clear these and then I'll back. Yeah, I do think that Resto Shaman would be really good. And like I say, if you want to run Shaman, I'll hook you up with some stuff. Then it would be like basically guaranteed raid spot as long as you can attend. I've been doing Kim Tank. I think maybe just Sunfire again. It's probably the way to go. Let's go Bommy's boots.
Ice Wind, Spray of Souls, Lay of Seekers, the Elder Toll, Locked for Eons, a Frozen Key, a Power Lies.
If I could do Dragon. A little dangerous to be on this side of the map. 'Cause they have priority. Oh, shit, they had that warded too. That's gonna be Dragon. Well, they're kind of low. Oh, it's Shin. How low is Shin? Okay, let me wait for Shin to disappear here. Could have maybe just done dragon, I don't know. Vi's almost certainly just running straight here. They're really low though. I think they might have to back off. Can you get priority and come down here?
I'm coming.
Okay.
What? Yeah, coming.
A snowball is never a snowball. If you believe in magic,
Yeah, no one else is here though. No. Yeah. Well, I wonder if we can take this real quick. They got pretty low.
Pictures
must
missing.
be higher, Willem.
Okay, I've got smite and chomp.
No.
Oh no.
Okay, well, I'm out. We outie.
Yeah.
Slow down, Willem. You're gonna cause an avalanche before I can.
Nice. Good vision.
Beat up a bunch of tiny goobers, then you can fight the boss.
Victor's missing.
No one's the boss of me. Someone out there needs our help.
Fucking hell. How did he lose that so hard?
I didn't think you were dead. I could see you breathing. This thing keeps getting more bizarre every minute.
Really? Oh, I love this person got support over me. It's always so frustrating. No! Okay, I guess at least I got one of them.
No, when you're happy. How many words do yays have for snow? And for farts? I knew it.
Buys mid.
Yeah, she's gonna do that up there, probably. Jesus.
The only thing louder than Willem's steps is his snoring.
I don't know if I can take her. Pantheon's there too. With Pantheon there. What? How does that not see it? Are you fucking kidding me? What is that shit? It's in the bush. It's
Even
obviously
not,
in the
It's
bush.
still right close to it. It should be able to.
Yeah.
Looks the melody.
That's so dumb. don't think there's any way we could have contested that though with Pantheon there. Let's see if I can gank him after I get this scuttle here.
Oh, I'm dead.
Was he low at all?
Not really.
Okay.
I whiffed.
Turret
Okay.
plating will fall soon.
Let me get top. I don't know if just don't know if I can kill anybody.
Your turret has been
Maybe I
destroyed.
can get his flash or something.
I bet if we stay really still, we become invisible. I'll always see you, Willem.
Man, he didn't kill him top. That's depressing.
The troll was fierce. His breath was cold. Not blood, but ice. Would behold. To spill from wounds, the bites of steel. And flesh where his hero's blade conceal. Being a hero is hard. We're off like a dirty tunic. That's what one of the elders used to say. I wonder if he's alright.
They got everything warded. Leona doesn't even have a sweeper yet.
Home is that way, Willem. This is just like my favorite song. Only this time, it's about us.
I mean, Leona's coming.
An ally has been slain.
These bad guys aren't gonna boost themselves.
Might be able to cut him off.
Okay.
Gotta find out what happens next. Or he doesn't finish their song. Can't be heroes without a song. Keep playing, Willem. No one can tell us not to. Already broke the rules with the super mega punch.
Why is he moving so fast? Okay.
There's nothing to it but to do it.
Oh, there he is.
Been slain.
I shouldn't have listened. And them telling me to come down and help. They're gonna all just roll middle.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Wow, really? What? How is it fucking hitting the cannon of all people?
lucky.
Let's get Thornmail.
Can't lose hope. Freljord is counting on us.
Let me do it that way. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to do all the dailies. I don't know what the Shattered Sun offensive dailies are, but you can have another character also, potentially, that can farm. If you want to do it that way. Or you could just have a Gathering Profession, or... I think we gotta give him that. I just don't think... we can't win that. We can't win that. Just give that up. I'm gonna try to get... this. Mordekaiser's top without teleport. And we'd probably lose a clean 5v5 anyways.
Enemy killing spree.
Where the hell did she go? Where the hell did Triss actually go? I guess she jumped over here? How did she get out? I guess, okay, she died. It's like she used her jump into this bush. She's completely surrounded. I went in the bush looking for her. I guess maybe she flashed over here or something. This is straight Houdini.
Let's do it again. Everyone knows real grip, and they hit stuff really hard, but only Bruce.
Dead.
What the heck?
Where was she trying to ward? They're gonna come get me now. I can't clear that. Where can I use this? I can use this maybe top. No one's top right now. It's gonna catch a minion wave though. I was about to say, they're all gonna be there probably. I didn't think Shen was literally gonna be waiting at that edge, but... Dude, this Shen is just like destroying everybody this game, man. Shen just feels so strong right now. He got some huge buffs last couple of patches. I don't remember exactly what they were, but I remember thinking, damn, that's some pretty good Shen stuff going on there. I'm gonna have to get some kind of magic resist for Victor next.
Shut down.
Fear the wrath of
Okay.
Scout's honor. It's not a fluke.
Oh, here we go.
Come on.
Get away. I'm gonna have to rift mid, I guess. Too many people middle. I'm gonna have to show bottom. Vi's dead. I don't think they can do Baron yet. I've gotta use this though. Maybe if they come down bottom to stop this, we can go Baron or something.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid, Willem. I am not
Oh
scared.
shit, Shin's gonna stop it. Can we cut? Yeah, Triss maybe.
People isn't fun, Willem.
Pretty big.
Yeah. Does he have? Okay, Leona does have a control word.
Ooh, bias level higher than you, so it's...
I've got smite as long as I don't get stunned.
Nice. Can we fight them? Yeah, we can, probably can. Probably should just-
Caitlyn does no damage. I think she's actually healing him.
Eat more seeds for breakfast. Who prefers crust?
At least you have Baron.
At least we got Baron. Yeah, the phase rush got me out of there.
Standing on a Yeti. That's as up
Alright,
as
I guess I gotta go Spirit Visage.
continues.
Yeah, personally, I think it's good for the game. I don't mind the boosting stuff either. A lot of people are like, oh, you know, boost it, you know, but it's like, that's the thing. It's one of the really cool things about Classic is leveling up a character, but at the same time, that also turns a lot of people off. Like, it sounds cool for a lot of people, but then they actually start leveling and they're just like, oh my god, it's going to take, you know, over 100 hours to get to level 60. Right? And a lot of people just want to be at that in-game stuff these days, so I personally had a good time leveling. I thought it was really fun, but
Will always doom the world.
you know, and I can understand a bunch of people that already have multiple characters too.
Probably need to get some sort of anti-healing.
Yeah, and I would rather have a Riot boost than like mages boosting Marauded and stuff like that. I feel like that's a lot worse for the game because that encourages buying gold through back channels, and
Close your eyes.
I think that hurts the in-game economy. You know, paying Riot just to get a level boost
You know they're bad guys.
is fine. That's what people are, it's just like paying for a shortcut, right? But the in-game boosting warps kind of the gameplay and discourages people. Well, I mean, if they boosted anyways, they wouldn't be grouping at lower levels to begin with, but I think it just encourages stuff that hurts the in-game economy more.
Then I'm gonna knock it out.
Exactly, and that's the thing that people have to realize. Not everyone can, like, no-life it and, you know, level up. I don't have wards. Jesus.
Kill him.
He takes so many resources to kill them.
Yeah, I need to back there.
We just cannot kill the Shen. So yeah, I think it's good. I think it's a good option to have. And people are just like, oh, it's gonna be so much easier for the bots. It's like, dude, the bots have automated systems to level up. They probably have a mage. The people that are gonna have the bots are gonna have a mage, or they're just gonna pay to boost anyways through these back channel things. Except now they actually have to pay real money for it, which is probably more expensive in terms of real dollars than just buying gold and paying a mage to boost you. I don't know the exact math on that, but I just don't think it's going to affect the bot situation that much. Yeah, maybe the bots come online slightly faster, but I really don't think that botting is as big of a deal as people make it out to be. Like, as prevalent. There definitely are some, for sure. But...
Look at that shield.
Can I kill him? I'm probably just gonna get punked here, aren't I? By this shield, yeah. He just gets a repeatable shield every 2 seconds. I mean, so that's a point for some people in the game, is to grind forever, but other people, like, you know, might just want to do the raids. I mean, BC has some of the best in-game, you know, raiding content. Now, I don't think they should boost you all the way up to 70. You're still going to have to grind the BC stuff, but I'm talking like in vanilla, yes, you know, it's different things to different people, though. Right? Especially when TBC's right on the horizon. You know what I mean? It's like people want to play TBC. Like, a lot of people skipped vanilla. One reason for why they skipped vanilla or why they stopped leveling in vanilla was because the leveling just takes so long. And yeah, it is iconic. Like I said, I did it. I thought it was fun and interesting. But at the same time, a lot of people want to catch up and, you know, be able to play with their friends who are coming back to play TBC who maybe didn't like vanilla for whatever reason. Maybe they didn't like the 40-man raids or the world buff meta or just whatever about the end game in vanilla. But they really liked TBC for some reasons, and they just want to get in and play TBC. So I think that will be a decent chunk of people. I'm pretty sure there have been several people. Now, some people in our guild may have just been chilling, waiting for TBC and probably waiting for the boost, honestly. But I know I've sensed some frustration at times with people that are trying to level, especially people that have never played Classic WoW before. I think there have been several people that have come in and be like, oh, this is cool, and then you get to like level 15 or something, and it starts taking a little longer to get those levels, and they're just like, you know, they just don't want to do it. It just takes too long. Especially at this point in the game's life cycle where you're not going to have a lot of people leveling. There's going to be some. There's going to be a fresh push of people leveling with, you know, Shaman coming out and stuff like that. But it's still, it's one of those things. And, you know, you could say something along the lines of, you know, kind of like what you said. Well, the game's not for those people to some extent. And I can kind of understand that, but at the same time, you know, again, I think that there could be different aspects of vanilla that could be appealing to people other than just the leveling part. And I mean, if you want to make the argument that, okay, well, just go on retail because the defining feature of Classic is the grinding and how long it takes to level, I kind of disagree with that. Like, that's part of it. But there are other aspects that differentiate it from retail, I think, that are also worth pursuing. So, for example, like the itemization and the raids at the end, right? I haven't played retail in a while, but, you know, there's all this Warforged and all this other crap, like RNG on the items. Everything is standardized by eye level. I don't know if they still have the garrison type of stuff or not. But there are a lot of systems having to do with items that are still cool in TBC. Like, there are a lot of unique trinkets, and there's a lot of kind of min-maxing stuff where it's not always the highest eye level is the best item for you, which I find really cool from a theory crafting perspective. And just like class balance, you know, is different in TBC, right? Where each class brings something special to the raid, or at least a lot of them do, that other classes can't quite do. And so there are some classes that you will want to stack that are really strong, right? Shamans, warlocks, hunters. But there's still a reason to bring a Moonkin, right? There's still a reason to bring a Shadow Priest or an Enhancement Shaman or a Ret Paladin. You know, all of them have a special buff where you would want, like, one of them, you know? in your raid, which I think is different from the philosophy of retail, which is, you know, there's so much overlap between the abilities. Like, there are multiple classes that have a bloodlust type of thing, multiple classes that have battle res, and all this type of stuff. So I'm not like super well versed in retail, but I feel like that's something unique about TBC is it's, you know, bring the class and the player, versus they kind of adopted this philosophy, bring the class not, or like bring the player not the class, I think recently in retail, where they wanted to create more homogeneity between classes. So I think there are a lot of reasons to like it besides just, man, I'm excited, I get to sink 150 hours in a level in this character, you know? Because some people like that, but, you know, some people don't. Especially if you only have 2 weeks to do it. Well, WoW doesn't start until endgame. I do agree, though, with what Eggnogs is saying, that I think one of the iconic parts of especially Classic was how big the world was, the leveling, you know, the social experience with people, and things like that. And there's some of that, but I think once you get into TBC, you know, trying to rehash a lot of the vanilla content isn't going to be for everybody as much, because there are a lot of people that just want to do the TBC stuff. So that's the biggest thing, is that if people are coming in a TBC, just an option for a boost, you don't have to do it. We just have the option for the boost for people that just want to not have that be a part of the game. And, it, you know, once again, it doesn't boost you up to level 70 or anything like that, so you're not getting an inherent advantage over other players by that boost. You're just saving some time through kind of the older content to do it. And I mean, the leveling experience, especially at this stage in the progress, is a lot more degenerate, right, than it was in the past. So I still think that leveling is fun and cool, but it's not like it was back in 2007, if people, or whatever, 2005. Because of, like, the boost meta and whatever. Like, in the looking for group, you know, global chat that I'm in, I would say probably 90% of the text that people are put in there are either, like, boosting, looking for some kind of boost, or selling some kind of boost, or, like, just random shit, like portals here, or, like, come get your world buff here, or whatever. It's just, like, charging gold for all of these services. Come get your Dire Maul tribute buffs, 10 gold, portal in, you know, we can summon you. You know, it's just all of these, like, shortcuts, basically. So there's so many people that want this classic experience, but a lot of the player base has figured out all of these shortcuts to try to streamline it to make it faster. So so yeah, I mean, I totally understand the sentiment. Like I said, I leveled it. I had a fun time with it. I even leveled it twice, pretty much, with on Horde side and Ally side. And I thought it was pretty cool to do once, but I don't know if I would want to do it again. It probably wouldn't be that bad to do it again, but like if I was rolling Shaman or something, it'd be cool, but I'm pretty sure, I mean, there's a chance I could change my mind, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to do Druid. I just like the playstyle of it a lot more. I really liked Warlock with dots and hots and stuff like that, and I played a Druid back in Warlords of Draenor, and it's a little bit different, but it's a similar playstyle. Well, I guess this is fine, but I don't think it's the same thing as retail, right? Like, even with like boosts and stuff like that, I feel like it's different. Like I said, with the itemization and the raids, and I just feel like there's just more to do probably than there is in retail. But again, I haven't played retail in a long time, so I don't know. But there are differences, right? Even with all the shortcuts and stuff like that, there are differences in some things. Now, I'll say I don't like the world buff meta. I think that has trivialized everything in vanilla WoW and raiding. It's just like, it's a joke. People's like, oh, raiding and WoW, like classic WoW is a joke. I'm like, well, it sort of is, but part of it is the world buff meta is ridiculously OP. Like when you stack all those buffs, especially on warriors, yeah, it trivializes everything. But yeah, I mean, also the game design back then, a lot of people just did not know everything. They didn't have everything solved, but a huge part of it is world buffs. They could have made the game and the raids like so much more relevant and challenging if it was just when you walked into an instance, all your buffs dropped off. That's it. That's what they're doing in BC, basically. If you walk into an instance, it may not be literally, I think it is literally every buff drops off. So that you can't go, you know, get all these obscure buffs. But that's all they had to do, and it would make it a little more challenging. But it's also 40 people, so that puts a lot of constraints, and I'm not a huge fan of the 40-person raid. Like, it sounds cool, but it's hard to, like, stand out individually unless you're, like, a tank, right? It's just, you can't have as much personal responsibility in a 40-person raid. You can't balance it that way. Or it's a lot harder to balance it that way because you have to think that some people are going to make some mistakes somewhere, and getting 40 people organized and together to have really high attendance in a raid is difficult, right? I think they're right that 20 to 25 people is probably the number that you want. So I think on retail it's 20 and for Mythic, and then it's 25 in TBC. And that still feels, I think, you know, kind of epic, like a raid, right? Like it's a lot of people, but you can have more personal responsibility. Which is ultimately what I think a lot of people want, right? You can like really shine. You can stand out as an individual by playing your role very well. Alright, well. I mean, sort of. But a lot of the stuff, like, what are you saying? About achievements and the times you had with your friends. Yeah, but the achievements, usually the achievements people care about are in the game, right? Like, not a lot of people are like, you know.
I'm coming.
Wow, no way. Dude. He's gonna fucking, we're gonna get outplayed. God. So brutal. Yeah, it is different strokes for different folks. I mean, I just feel like a lot of the achievements people care about are like in-game type of achievements anyways, right? Not, but I mean, that's the thing too, is it's like, yeah. If Classic literally just came out and you could boost to like 58, I would agree, right? Like, I don't think that's good. Just like right now in TBC, if you could boost to like 68 or 67 or something, I wouldn't like that. But the fact that Classic has already been out, you know, anyone that wanted that experience had an opportunity for that experience with Classic, right? It's been out for 2 years, and you can still do that if you want to do it. If you want, so it's not like you can't do it, but it's already been out for so long that I think people who want that can go ahead and get that experience, you know? Can she jump this wall with that? Yeah, pretty sure she can. So it's like, with Classic, you already had the opportunity to do that, and you can still do it if you want to do it. But, you know, again, there's a crowd of people that just liked TBC and just want to do the TBC content and not the Classic content for whatever. So I think having an option for them is fine too. I think that doesn't take away from the experience Classic people can have. Or people can have in Classic, right? As you're saying, I mean, if the goal, like you said, is endemic, right? If it's just, you know, the fun that you had with your friends and those experiences, then people boosting right now don't detract from that. You know what I mean? It's not changing any other aspect of the game.
Most good guys.
I do agree that, like, the in-game boosting with mages and stuff like that, like I said, I feel like that's even more degenerate, though, because that's fueling this black market gold selling, which, you know, impacts player economy, auction house, all that kind of stuff.
An ally has been slain.
Boring.
And that does, you know, lower the amount of people that are looking for dungeons, and that can affect your social experience. So I agree with that. But it's like players are doing that to themselves, too. Oh, my dude, if I die off of that, okay. I was going to be so mad.
I'm gonna go stare in the mirror. It's daily information.
Yeah. So I agree with, like, a person having that philosophy and not wanting to boost, and I agree with that. But I don't think enforcing that philosophy on everybody, especially when this content is, you know, outdated at this point for a lot of people when they just want to do the TBC. I think it's fine. Well, I mean, I really don't care about the store thing. It's like, who gives a shit about a mount? Like, I don't know. People are making this big deal about it. Like, oh, it's, you know, it's going to be this special looking mount for people that pay. It's like, okay, who cares? I mean, people are talking like it invalidates, like, oh, well, if there's a mount, then you being full tier 6 is not going to matter when you're walking around in a town. No one's going to care or respect that because there's this mount people can buy. It's like, no. Like, the argument, you know, was, well, back in TBC, if you looked cool, you earned it doing some stuff. It's like, well, sort of, but you were probably just lucky, too. Right? Like, getting that Alar mount
An enemy has been slain.
or something like that was kind of lucky. They're still not like transmog, which I hate transmog, but like gear still looks like the gear that you earned, right? If you have tier 6 or something, you still look special. It doesn't matter if someone's on that mount or not. I think people just notice, hey, that's the mount people can buy. That's it, you know? So that's why I don't really care about like cosmetic stuff. If it was paid to buy, you know, your gladiator weapons or something like that, that would be different. I just don't think, like, the whole philosophy that game companies aren't supposed to make money is just preposterous to me. Like, like, if it's optional, if it's not pay to win, like, who cares? Just put that out there for people if they want to have that. Some people want that mount. It looks cool. Like, people want cool looking stuff. Again, like, you don't have to buy it if you don't want to buy it, right? It's like League of Legends does the same thing with skins. It is slightly different with League because you don't earn, I mean, I guess you do earn some skins. You could make the same argument, I guess. Well, the rewards at the end of the season, the special skin is invalidated because you can buy all these other skins. It's like, well, not really, because people know what that skin means. It means you were at least gold, so yeah, okay, it opens up a door to cash shop. Who cares? If they want to sell, like, little pets in the cash shop or mounts, like, I'm okay with that. If people want to buy that, why not? Yeah, but again, no one's forcing anyone to buy that. It's a service. It's something cosmetic people can buy if they want to buy it. So I mean, there is some argument in, like, a newer, like, with retail where, you know, it's like, okay, if they're spending money designing this cash shop stuff or these other, why don't they put, like, she? Yeah. I don't think she was in Ignite range. Like, I could see the argument in retail where it's like, okay, that money should be going towards R&D instead of designing, you know, battle pets and stuff. Why don't they have more, like, cool quests that give a reward for that, you know, special mount or whatever? But in, like, Classic, they're not going to add on extra quests or content, right? It is what it is. They're going to balance it some, but... And they're already giving you the, like, you have to pay a monthly sub, but the game itself is free. It's not like they're saying you have to buy, like, this classic TBC all over again for $30 to play it or something, right? Like, they could do that. I think people would probably pay it. But they're not doing that. They give you the old content for free. It is a monthly sub, but... you can already have a sub to retail, and it also gives you a sub to classic. Like, they aren't making you pay 2 subs, which, again, they could probably do that and get away with it if they wanted to. So, I mean, I'm not like a Blizzard shill or something. I'm not, you know, sponsored or endorsed by them, but I'm just being real. Like, you know, they have been pretty reasonable, I think, with classic. With, you just pay the sub. It's not even a special sub. It's, if you have retail, you get basically WoW Classic for free. You know, they still have to pay for the servers, they still have to pay for the GMs, you know, the support people, all that kind of stuff. And it's the same thing with TBC. So the fact that they're adding in an optional cosmetic, you know, mount that you can buy, to me is perfectly reasonable. Because you don't have to do it. It's just for people that want to spend some money on it. Especially because the game itself has no price tag. Yes, it has a monthly sub, but again, that monthly sub could also include retail. So, I don't know. I'm in the minority. I know it's really fashionable to hate on any company that makes money. Or that, like, does anything to try to monetize, but to me, it seems pretty reasonable. I've never played Shadowlands, so I can't really speak on it. I haven't played retail since Warlords. I did not like a lot of stuff in Warlords, and I've heard it's somehow only gotten worse. But, you know, I'm not really in a super great position to comment on it. The thing that I hated was transmog. I absolutely hated transmog. Because that right there invalidated a lot of gear. That was actually something, like, that gear was something people had to earn back in the day, not just a random mount, you know. What support people? I just got the bot banned that I talked about. Everyone's like, oh, they never ban bots. They banned this bot that I reported within 2 or 3 days. Max. Like, yeah, they're not going to ban every bot on the spot instantly, right? Like, they have to, you know, review some game evidence and stuff like that, and sometimes they aren't going to get caught, but...
When Zaya and I were under the desolate planet, I realized...
Well, I don't know. I can't follow all of this stuff. Hold on, I can't follow the whole conversation, so I'm trying to actually play here. But... I'll try to catch up in a little bit. Hopefully that gave you my perspective on it. Well, sort of, but again, you don't have to opt into it. Like, I don't think getting a mount is a crazy achievement. I mean, I guess that is, like, you know, it's buying convenience, sure, but I think it comes with the writing skill. So yeah, I mean, you're probably it's effectively like you're buying, you know, some X amount of gold. So yeah, you are buying some convenience, right? But I don't think it's giving you a, you know, a major strategic advantage over other people. And I don't know their numbers. I don't know how much they make off of that versus, you know, other things, but I think if you buy the boost anyways, then it already comes with writing. I'm pretty sure. I don't know, you might get like the epic writing instead of just oh, he's right there. It is, but they're not gonna make content. That's what I was saying, Nurasake. They're not making a new raid, right? Like, you could say that about retail. Instead of doing all the cosmetic crap, why don't they just make more content? But they're not gonna make more content for TBC because the whole point is for it to be very similar to how it was originally. If it's retail, I could kind of see that argument, sort of, right? Especially when they're, you know, this Shadowland has been on the same raid for like a million years. Shit. Where did I get just Rel stun locked me for 50 years? But in TBC Classic, again, they're not making new content, so I don't think that argument works for Classic. I hate transmog. Yeah, people can look a little different, but it completely invalidates, like, earning your look. And that's probably the thing that I hated the most about retail. And just the fact that there are so many different tiers of raids, I hated that too. Where there's LFR, normal, heroic, and then mythic. So you have to grind all of those different tiers. And they all look the same with slight color differences. So someone can do LFR and have the same kind of looking gear with just slightly different colors on it. And a little bit less sparkle, you know? Yeah, but they're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do the they're not gonna do the sum changes. They're not gonna add an extra raid or something like that, right? I don't think it's detracting that much from R&D for them to throw one mount in the store. I don't know, Ivern. I don't think we can do anything. He's probably just gonna die. I should have even wasted ult. Really?
I don't apologize. Doing my thing.
A summoner has disconnected.
Okay, well, it's a fail. Like, you're behind levels, you're against Lee Sin. So anyways, I know I'm in the minority there. I'm not saying that, like, I'm a huge fan of it, you know. I wish they didn't offer the mount. I don't mind the boost. I don't necessarily like the mount. So I see what y'all are saying. It does kind of... They're kind of testing the waters to see if people are cool with it, too. And I could see... you know, them adding potentially more stuff. So I can kind of understand the snowball argument, and like I said, I'm not a huge fan of it. If you asked me, hey, you want them to add this mount or not, I'd say, no, probably not. But at the same time, I don't think it's as big of a deal as people make it out to be, in my opinion. I can play the game just fine and still feel good if I get a good piece of gear just because someone is riding around in that mountain town. Like, oh, towards layoffs? Well, I mean, the game has lost, what, like 50% of its subscribers or something over 5 years? People are gonna get laid off if that happens, you know what I mean? And it's just like any other industry, right? Like, a lot of how they're making their money now are off of, you know, the microtransactions rather than, you know, the other stuff that they were doing. There's a lot of people that are, a lot of companies that are laying people off these days, right? Just like efficiency. Like that's how a lot of companies work, right?
Lee?
Yeah. Trying to get him. So I get it. I don't really know exactly how they've laid off. I know that they're like, their CEO gets criticized for making an obscene amount of money right when they're laying people off, so I totally can get that from kind of like a corporate ethics standpoint, but
Is he losing his mind?
Lee Sin gonna Lee. He's got, that's right. He just had to try to kick him back. You got to make the big play. The Lee syndrome.
That's funny.
Gives 40% or 100% speed at 40. Okay, I mean, it is, but like at the same time, you know, it's in the same vein as a boost in my mind. Like I totally see that. If they released that, like I said, in Classic when the Classic content was supposed to be new and relevant, and people could buy that mount in Classic if TBC wasn't coming out in 2 weeks and there wasn't already a level 58 boost available, I could see that argument. But, you know, the fact that you can boost up to 58 is, I don't think it's that much pay to win, because you can already get, you know, epic writing at 60, right? So I don't think it's that much. It is a little weird that I guess you could level a so I guess the situation is if it works with shamans, you could, which I'm assuming it probably does, you could get that mount at 40 and level your shaman faster to 60, and you can't boost your shaman. So that does give you a leveling advantage on the shaman to some extent. So, you know, in that exact scenario, I guess. So, you know, you might be, what, 10% faster leveling because you have a slightly faster mount. Holy shit. Wow, the rel plus that wall.
Yeah, that's rough.
Jesus. But let's be real, like, the main way that the fastest way that people are going to be leveling shamans anyways, they're going to be parking it in a dungeon boosting, right? They're going to be sitting in stocks, then they're going to be sitting in Maraudon, and they're going to be sitting in ZF, then they're going to be sitting in ZG the entire way up, right? So that's the real pay to win strategy. But instead of paying Blizzard for that, you're paying your, you know, Chinese gold farmer or your bots, and then you're paying your mage to do that instead. So it's like that kind of degeneracy already exists in the game, whether that mount exists or not, in my opinion.
Safety is boring, Miku. Let's start a fight.
So, I mean, that is a good point that other mounts don't have that, and it would specifically help out shamans who can't boost, or, you know, paladins if you're on horde side, but wow. Yeah, we gotta get base though, I think. We're too far away from Baron. I mean, you can save some gold. Like, it is basically buying gold from Blizzard, but again, you can buy gold from degenerates too. Like, so I mean, what it comes down to, the bottom line is, do I like the mount? You know, whatever. I don't think so. But You know, I just don't think it's going to diminish, from my experience or a lot of people's experience, that mount exists in the game. It's a time-saving thing. It's a convenience thing. So I like the boost. I actively think that the boost is a good idea to get players in that just don't want to have to level up all the way. Right? Or maybe they're tired of their class and they want something else, but they just didn't have the heart to level a second, you know, character or whatever. So I support that, but I'm still just kind of neutral on the mount. I just don't think that it matters that much at the end of the day. It's like, okay, what, you save 600 gold or something like that by paying an extra 40 bucks. Again, you can probably, if people really wanted to do that, they could probably buy that gold or more for 40 bucks off of, you know, back channel areas. God. That Kiana is just so problematic.
I do what I want. No star gun. Say the same.
Aaron's just not doing any damage. So yeah, I mean, it's not great. I just don't think it's apocalyptic. I'm just like, alright, whatever. We gotta go get Kaisa.
Sometimes we agents of darkness need a break.
Really?
Universe tends towards chaos. Helping it along.
Oh, I didn't even notice they already have soul. Yeah, I mean, it does, like, the third-party gold does run a risk, but it's also, like, just a lot worse, man. I mean, it either supports bots or people who have, like, stolen accounts. Like, people who steal accounts and stuff like that. Like, I'm always above getting stuff above board if there's a significant black market for it, and it's not, like... I would just rather get rid of black markets and legalize stuff if it's not, like, too degenerate or too damaging for a community. We're just not gonna be able to get him. Too tanky. Garen just doesn't do any damage. Oh, he's like full tank Garen. Why are we trying to... Can we even win this? Holy... How the fuck did she get back there? Does she have TP? I guess she just jumped over the wall. I was looking for her that time. I don't know why Ivern's putting all these bushes up there. Like, that benefits them. They have more melee champs. He's 0-9. Jesus Christ. I just noticed that. Damn, I got blown up. I tried to R. I think I may have charmed her at the end, but I just ended up getting blown up. Are all the chroma obtainable, or are there some that are not buyable? I think there are some that are special. Like, I think there are honor chroma. Like, you have to be tier 5 honor to get the chroma for the Twitch and the Warwick. And there are probably some other ones, but...
Thanks, Riku. Real cool.
There is buy at your own risk, but I think that's worse. I mean, in my mind, it's kind of analogous to, like, the, you know, legalizing weed argument, right? Like, the huge market for it, for convenience. So it's like, you can either support, you know, your local government and businesses by legalizing it, taxing it, you know, accounting for it, or you can support your local, you know, drug running cartels. I'd rather just support the government in that instance, right? Oh, the Rakan skin. I don't remember if there are any specific ones or not that are unique.
Doing the right thing was boring.
The WoW, well, there's no WoW token yet for, I mean, you can already get a WoW token that affects TBC from retail. I personally wouldn't mind the WoW token, though. I don't think. I mean, I'd have to see, like, think more carefully about it, but I would personally enjoy not having to pay for monthly time. We just got out jungled like 5 million to 1. Eh. How am I not dead from Dragon? Oh, she killed me anyways. Yeah, we haven't done Clash in a while. I mean, Toos is gone. I saw him once a couple of weeks ago, but... But yeah, and then the, I can't remember, the gen guy that we had just hasn't played since like January either. Dynasty. It's a Dynasty just like MIA'd. We just never saw him again. I have no clue. Didn't say, he didn't come on the channel anymore either. I didn't notice any sort of like drama or anything. He just disappeared. And then Toos, you know, we couldn't really find a great replacement anyways, and we didn't have a really good set 5th person for a lot of that as well. And then after Dynasty left, then we were down like pretty much 2 people, and then Toos left, and that was pretty much it. I mean, we do have you know, like Connor and those guys sometimes. We were doing that. I think we did 1 or 2 clashes ago with Connor. Do you know if they're doing that tomorrow at all, or?
Clash?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Okay. Well, if they have a spot, I'll play. But if they don't, I mean, it's fine too.
Okay. I don't know if they're actually doing it, but I know there's Clash this weekend.
Okay. So yeah, I think we've done it some, but we haven't had like the Toos group in a while. How does it not fix the bot problem? I don't even think there is that much of a bot problem, to be honest. I'm on the auction house a lot. A lot. And I don't see that much
A lot.
evidence of botting in my mind, but I don't know for sure. There's some. There's the Nightfin bot that I mentioned before, and I got that bot banned. Alright, thanks, Pontiff. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to think about it. I mean, it's basically you can just buy gold from Blizzard instead of from the botters. I mean, I think that would heavily disincentivize bots. Like, there will still be some, but I think if you have a choice, hey, am I gonna like interact with this bot or am I gonna interact with Blizzard? I think a lot of people would rather do it through Blizzard. I don't think gold is like pay to win. Like, it depends on when it comes out, but I don't think that gold, like, with that is necessarily pay to win either, because most of the best items are gated behind performance in arena or performance in raids. Now, early on, yeah, with some of the stuff, sure, with like Mooncloth and things like that, but again, there's already so many ways that people can generate a ton of gold like that as well. Potentially, especially with these GDKP things, like, players are creating their own ways to generate pay to win, right? Like, you can go into Nax, you know, right now and pay a set amount of gold and get items out of that if you want to. So again, the community is already creating more pay to win than Riot would do with some of these shops that are being proposed. I guess, but people can already buy the gold from back channels, man. That's what I'm saying. I think personally it would be cleaning up a lot of the black market stuff, which again involves people getting their accounts hacked a lot of times or botting, which is how that gold gets generated in the black market. Well, for world first stuff, it could matter, right? But I just think that doesn't apply to the vast majority of people. But so again, I'm kind of the persuasion that it's there. There's a huge black market for it. I would, be more in favor of bringing that market, bringing it to light. I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's all speculative. They haven't brought the wild token in there yet. But just from a personal standpoint, I would rather, if there's a way that I could pay gold to not pay $15 a month, I would do that. And I think a lot of people would like doing that too. As long as, once again, it doesn't like hyperinflate the economy too much, which I don't know if it would or not. I feel like it didn't in Warlords. I think Warlords is when they brought the WoW token in, and I don't remember thinking like, oh my god, the economy's wrecked, I can't do anything, I feel like there were very few items that you could buy that mattered a ton in Warlords, at least. There might be other games where it does, but... or other, like, expansions where it does, but... But you're putting free pass in quotes because it's not free. You're paying $15 each time for the gold. I kind of know what you mean by free pass, but you're putting it in quotes because it's not free. Like, you're paying money. So again, instead of paying money to the botter or the Chinese gold farmer or whatever, you're paying it to Blizzard. But, I mean, it's strictly speculative right now. Is the new multi-boxing rule affecting anything actually or not? I mean, it's probably limiting a lot of forms of degeneracy. Are they... they're switching, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the multi-boxing thing was primarily just... I mean, there's just so many degenerate things you can do with having multiple characters running at the same time. I don't remember everything because I don't do any of that stuff, so I don't research it that much. But I think a lot of that had to do with people dispelling world buffs or like camping Lotus spots and things like that. Like, there's just nothing good that comes out of that, you know? The multi-boxing. It's not like, okay, this is improving the gameplay, you know, the way that it's intended to be played, right? It's just all degenerate stuff. Like selling summons to song flowers or, you know, dispelling world buffs or, you know, running your own alts through dungeons, boosting yourself. Because you can't be playing both at the same time legitimately. It's only for degenerate purposes. So I could see why they would want to ban. And there's probably stuff with like abusing layering. I know there was something like that where they were abusing layering for some kind of drops or something at some point. So he's just playing TFT. Yeah, maybe he's on the TFT, or if you're talking about Toos. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I talked to him a while back. I think I remember him mentioning TFT also, which is, you know, just a more casual kind of game, and that's fine. I think he was doing some more, like, real-life stuff. I think he's a senior, right? So maybe he was trying to, you know, improve his performance in classes. I know he said he wanted to start working out a bit more or something, so... I could see it. I mean, whatever. Hopefully he'll come back to us eventually and hang out at some point, but I totally get it. I think he was getting a little burned out this season. I mean, it happens. So yeah, once again, I'm not saying all this stuff is awesome. I just don't think it's that doomsday, right? I think you can still play the game and have a decent, you know, a good experience. And there's not really a way around most of this stuff, right? It's either Blizzard's doing it, and it's above board, or it's back market channels. Now, there is something to be said, like people were saying that, well, less people do it now because it's illegal, basically. I think the weed argument's the best argument. It's like, are more people going to be, you know, smoking weed if you legalize it in an area? Yes. But were there already a lot of people smoking it anyways? Yes. And, you know, you're funding the government, which, and local businesses and stuff like that, which are employing people, which are funding schools. I mean, you're doing all this stuff better than funding cartels who, you know, engage in human trafficking and, you know, murder and is all of this bad stuff, right? It's like the same thing when you're dealing with black market gold. Not with the murdering and human trafficking, probably, but, you know, you're supporting people hacking accounts and botting, which ruins economies, and, you know, all of that kind of stuff. So again, I would rather support Blizzard on that than I would the degenerates. But right now it's strictly speculative. They have not said they're adding the WoW token. And past, like, just entry-level stuff, like, TBC does have some, like, pretty good, you know, stuff you can buy. But after the first month or so, it's probably not going to be that expensive. you know, the cloth stuff is really good, and you can buy that early, but, he flashed,
Please,
we
bot
healed.
side.
Okay. So yeah, like early on, you know, if you could just have a lot of money and buy up all the moon cloth and stuff like that, people are already going to do that, but yeah, that could be a problem. But past that, I don't think there's that much that's like, that much pay to win stuff. Did he heal? Senna flashed. I don't think he healed though.
Used to be a square. Then I embraced the darkness. Woohoo!
He's like right here.
Okay. I'm gonna have to block the cube.
Universe tends towards chaos. I'm just helping it along.
I was trying to scratch my neck.
How do the Star Guardians see anything? Their sparkles are so darn sparkly. I embrace the darkness. Look so hot. I'm just like a pop.
Echo's coming down.
I feel like sometimes the smart thing to do is walk the hell away.
Okay.
You shouldn't have all.
Oh,
Nice.
whoa! Get wrecked,
So,
son.
yeah. He's level 5 doing that dumb stuff.
Doesn't exist except for my hair.
I can try and come in.
Get pwned.
Come in.
Damn.
I'm level 5, but I'm down the climb.
Holy shit. We're really low. I don't know. I think we're probably too low. They keep healing with Senna too. AoE healing's pretty brutal.
I can hit 6.
Yeah, it's hard for me to keep up with the conversation. Yeah, if they start doing transmog, that would be the thing that would really piss me off. But I don't think they're gonna do that. Like I said, I think Wild Token, I'm kind of indifferent to that. I feel like there's a possibility that could actually be good. The current state of boosting and WoW, like gold buying and stuff, but yeah, I mean, I could see the argument to where it's kind of, they're testing the waters, and you've got kind of the slippery slope argument. I wouldn't even mind if there was a, like, boost however much, as long as it's significantly lower than current content. I'd be fine with that. I wouldn't care if they had unlimited 58 boosts. I mean, you just make multiple accounts if you want to have unlimited 58 boosts. I mean, you'd have to get multiple subscriptions, but I don't know. I really don't care. If it's older content and they're like letting you skip older content, I'm okay with that. No way. Does he really live? Okay, we got him. The last tick. As long as it's not boosting through current content. That's my opinion on it, but yeah, I hate transmog. That's the thing that I hated the most when I was in retail, because that really does invalidate a lot of the power of gear, which is like the look of it.
I only believe in myself. And side.
An enemy has been slain.
Concerned with how other people play the game. Yeah, I mean, I agree, Dave. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of these things. If you were to tell me, hey, do I actively like the store mount? It's not that I don't like it. I just think it's not as doomsday currently as people think it is,
Oh.
or as some of the content creators make it out to be. Yeah, I saw that. That was unfortunate. Because they're, you know, and the main reason that I said that, and I don't mind like some shop stuff, if it's just like, you know, pay for convenience on some things, it's just because they're not charging you an extra sub for retail and classics. You can get both, 2 for the price of 1 if for people that are interested in that. You can already do a WoW token in retail and have it pay for basically your classic as well if you want to. But then also they don't charge you anything for the game itself. Right, so they're not charging you $30 to play classic. Lead run.
Living the dream.
I don't have Ignite for 30. But the fact that they aren't charging you an extra sub.
There goes coming bot.
Okay.
I'll try and...
I love evil loves me.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Alright, I'm backing up.
Sometimes you agents of darkness need a break.
I'm at like 1% HP. I've got to run. So that's why I don't mind them doing that, because they didn't charge you $30 to play classic. They didn't make you get an extra sub.
It's that the light inside me died a long time ago, leaving a
So
dark
I don't
and a
know.
good one.
Once again, do I love it? I don't love it, but on a scale of like how bad is it? 3 out of 10. I don't like that mentality though. The leveling is gatekeeping to keep people out. Like,
I dance to the beat.
I already talked about that earlier. I don't think that is a conspicuous feature of classic WoW that you have to level, but I don't think that's like the only reason people would want to
You got
play
ult?
it. Yeah, I do not have ult now. How fucking fed is he?
Thanks, Riku. You're cool.
An ally has been slain.
This place will look different when we're in charge, Riku. More dark matter? Everywhere. As far as the eye can see.
They're gonna dive bottom.
It's for star nerds. I choose fun.
God, top tower's already down. Camille's down here too. She's already got a try.
Life is way more fun with rules.
Yeah, I mean, people are gonna be bad sometimes, right? I mean, that's just how it goes.
Less complicated.
An enemy is
Jeez.
But I mean, I really don't buy the argument that, like, you can't figure out how to play the game if you don't spend 100 hours leveling, too. He's just dead, I think. Wow. Well, we almost made it. Because, like, learning how to play in a raid is different than just grind. I mean, to level to 60, you can literally just sit there and grind mobs, and you just hit the same button rotation over and over and over again. I don't think you are learning some about your class by leveling, but I don't think it's necessarily like you're like everything that you're learning is going to make you a much better raider. Maybe a little bit, but I think there's still plenty of time to learn at level 60. She's so strong. We're just dead. We're so dead. This Camille's just gonna run over everybody. What the fuck? Dude, her Q did like 400 true damage to me. How is her... Really? I forgot. The Trinity is true damage? The Trinity proc is true damage if it's part of her second Q?
Shut down.
I am alive.
Shut down.
Stars are just sad, lonely light bulbs floating in space, evolving endlessly in a cycle they can't control. Anyone have chocolate? I'm craving chocolate.
I don't know. I mean, it is what it is at this point, so we'll just see how it goes. But
Perfection doesn't exist. Look at my hair.
ultimately, I think that a Blizzard sanctioned boost to 58 is good. It's good for their bottom line, and it's good for the game in general. I think there will definitely be more people that play it because of that.
Safe is for nerds. I do danger.
And that's more people leveling, you know, more people running dungeons, more potential like people to join your raid. You don't want to make the game like too elitist, you know, like that's always one of the really difficult points is like I don't think we have enough firepower to kill him.
I am bad because I'm free and I am free.
Okay, can we get the gen? Maybe? I don't have my thing yet. Is. Because that's what a lot of, you know, content creators were saying. They didn't like boosts. They think people just have to level it up. But again, you know, there's a lot of people just don't have the time, especially in 2 weeks, or the inclination to level that up.
Let's start a fight.
Now that is what I want to see.
World's gonna burn.
Where Senna went. I think she was somewhere around here. Okay. Oh, we're in this game. We're kind of in it here. I mean, Jax does have a lot of kills. Like, Camille is very strong, but no.
Ally has been slain.
Okay, Nurasake.
I'm gonna go stare in the mirror. It's daily affirmation time, come on.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Ooh, Riku, let's destroy everything they hold dear and then laugh in their faces. I don't apologize for doing my thing.
I mean, a lot of the TBC players are going to be returning players, right? Like, it's going to be people that played Classic also, so
Redemption, I am in the fun zone.
I don't know. I don't think it's going to be necessarily that everyone's bad in dungeons. There might be some people, but
Living the dream.
could have ulted her. I kind of didn't want to waste ult on the, Can we? We got Lucian, maybe? Okay. I could have just knocked him up initially. I was trying to see if I needed to go back to hit the other person. Oh god, fucking Camille. What?
Leandri's burn, probably.
No. It was from Camille.
Yeah.
Camille didn't have Leandri's?
No,
I
I
don't-
had Leandri's and it was burning her, I think.
Oh, I was wondering how you died
Yeah,
from Camille.
because I burned her with Leandri's.
How does that kill you, though? What am I
'Cause,
missing?
she was like right under turret, and I get turret aggro for her.
Oh, okay. The turret killed you. Okay. I didn't see the turret shot. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Whoa! I saw stars for a second. So dark. Evil.
I mean, honestly, a lot of the noobs are probably just going to try to quest, though, instead of going to dungeon. I don't know. I mean, it'll be fine. Like, just get some people on a friends list. Either play with guildies or get some people on a friends list that are, like, reliable. Please tell me we kill her. Please tell me we kill her. Holy shit. She still has ult?
Enemy rampage.
That mistake proved
I just don't think that you need to play for 150 hours to learn how to, you know, run Blood Furnace as a warlock.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Can't kill evil, but you can wear it like a. When Zaya and I were abandoned on a desolate planet, I realized something. I don't like being alone.
And just a lot of people won't do it, man. I mean, for TBC. I just think that's a big ask for TBC to, you know, to say, hey, you want to play TBC? You remember the good times? That'll be fun. Oh, by the way, you kind of gotta, you know, play through the 150 hours or so to get to level 60 when no one else is playing at that level hardly, right? Except for people getting boosted. Like, some people want to do that, but I just think that it's not right to have everyone do that at this point. To force everyone to do that. Baron.
Someone's have to go match Camille.
Like, I feel like, Clown Thriller is a great example of that, right? To some extent. Not, and I don't know this for sure, but I just get a sense of it, right? When, he'd never played the game before in Classic, and he's leveling up a Warlock, and, you know, he's trying to do, and I know some people in the guild were trying to do some group content with him, but I could just sense kind of a little bit of the frustration, right, where he was playing and he was just like, how long is it till I can, you know, do some dungeons with you guys? And he's like level 25 and we're all doing these dungeons at night and we're level 60, and it's like, at about 100 hours, man. Then you can, you know, like, that's a lot, right? Considering most like AAA titles, if you play through an entire game, you know, you could play through 3 AAA titles at least before you get that, right? You could go play through Cyberpunk, and you could go play through, you know, whatever other games in that same amount of time. And that's not always true of everyone, but I feel like that there's a lot of people that are like that, right? Where it's like they just want to be able to play with their friends, and sometimes they just either can't find friends or their friends are too high of a level or whatever. And I know we do have some people that run some lower level stuff sometimes, but, and like I said, I know some people are running stuff with him too, but that's just like a common experience. I feel like with a lot of players, if they were trying to level right now, so it's like, I get it that some people would want to do it and level up, but I feel like that's really catering to like the, you know, people that have a ton of time and do that. Which again, that's some people, but that's not, it's not everybody. So I just think giving people the choice is good at this life cycle of the game. Again, if it was on release, maybe not, but since, you know, the theme of Burning Crusade is doing the Burning Crusade content, then I think emphasizing the vanilla content is not necessarily what everyone would be in the market for. We really need this. Yeah, a lot of people are just chilling and waiting for TBC, I think. I'm hoping. Or they kind of, you know, got burned out through that leveling experience. Yeah, I know y'all helped out Sammy. I mean, Sammy's another one. But it's people who had not really played WoW that were... Oh my god, look at that. We have a tanky jungler that has engage.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Just runs at Jin and Jin just dies.
Yeah, I mean, with he and I running at him, like... I just prefer that style of jungler so much more. Just tanky CC jungler with good engage over, like, Morganas and Dianas and all that kind of stuff. I respect the fact that they have high win rates right now, but... maybe I'm just an old fogey. By God, back in my day, we had tanks in the jungle.
Check this out.
Not none of this new hippity hop, flippity flop, Morgana Diana stuff. God, really? Dude, I was out of the range. What the fuck is that? I know the shot goes like an extra little centimeter outside of the range. I guess we should have turned around and killed Camille. I didn't think she was gonna double kill everybody or triple or whatever that was, but no, that makes total sense, Dave. I appreciate your role in Shaman. Like I said, I'll try to help out financially or give you some items or whatever. And I know some other people were talking about running, you know, helping people run through dungeons, boosting people and stuff, pretty much. Yeah, we'll try to help the Shamans out as much as we can. I know it's going to be, you know, really fast for you guys. Okay, what's up next, Baron? Okay, so we fucked that up. I should have peeled back.
Ooh, and it swishes. Swish, swish.
Yeah, I mean, some people want it, some people don't. Like, my point is, I just don't think forcing on everyone is fine. Because I don't think it's, you know, affecting my experience significantly by
Wheels right here.
people being able to boost. I think it's personally... I mean, I'm actually using the boost because, you know, I played Priest, it was cool, but then I played a couple of ZGs and I was like, you know, I might like the healing style of Druid a little bit more. Priest is cool, but I was kind of on the fence. I didn't know if I wanted to play Priest or Druid, and after playing Priest a lot, I do like it, but I also like the option of being able to do Druid as well.
Hey, we got one.
Hey, we won. Yay. Tanky jungler. Yeah, Lita started falling off pretty hard. They had a pretty good, like, early game, but then the tanky engaged team wins. It's weird how that works a lot of time.
That's probably gonna be it for me for the night.
Alright, man. That's a good one to go out on.
Sir.
Alright, have a
I'll
good
catch
one.
you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. See ya.
See ya.
The most gold ending to a game? What? I mean, what was wrong with it? I'm going to cover it, Sleepy. I'm also going to cover, I know I sound like a broken record, but I am going to get back into Total War Warhammer 2. I might actually do some as soon as I get off stream here. I'm going to do probably the elf girls. I don't remember what they're called offhand, but I never played them, and I've had some interest in a couple of people doing that. And then I might do the dark elf one as well. The new dark elf guy. So I'm going to start playing it, and I'm 100% going to do Warhammer 3 when that comes out. So I know I've kind of let the Warhammer people down over the last couple of months, but I'm going to I am going to get back into it. I am going to step it up, and I'm going to try to at least start releasing one episode a day. I've been leveling up. I've been playing a lot of WoW, but I think I'm at a point where I can, you know, start stockpiling a bunch of content. And my school semester's coming to a close here, so I am going to, you know, start doing some more content for that again. But anyways, that's going to be it. Thank y'all very much for tuning in. As always, I really appreciate it, and we'll see everyone tomorrow. Have a good day.